Sup everybody? So let them trade. This is the game I'll be talking today about. This is the digital board game. And balmy summer, there are no obligations inside. And the kitchen table is empty. Well, that's the perfect conditions to unpack a board game, sort the pieces, and build the next element in a convivial company. But wait, this time there are no rustling instructions and no dice rolling across the tabletop. Instead, let them trade brings the cozy look of board game to the screen. At first glance, everything is reminiscent of Kate and Carcassonne or Dofromantic, placing titles, trading goods, planning roads. But after just a few moves, it becomes clear that this genuinely construction game, more closely related to the settlers or Anna. Find out our test whenever the small studio from Nuremberg hits the mark with the mixture of nostalgia and commerce and it literally looks good. Visually, the game hits the mark. The style is reminiscent of lovingly carved wooden figures that could have stepped straight out of board games box and come to life on the kitchen table. Everything feels tangible, almost handmade, from the game board made of its typical hexagonal titles to the tiny houses. Zooming in closely, you discover many small details. The figures run, toil, bake, and drive carts, always in keeping with their tasks. This gives the game an almost meditative vibrancy that perfectly fits the slow-paced gameplay. Accordingly, the game also remains true to its charming flair. The music is playful and unobtrusive, accompanying the action with the lights, wall sound, and wonderfully contributing to the cozy atmosphere, especially at higher game speeds. It almost seems as a little trader are dancing across the board in game. Added to these are pleasantly crisp sound effects were never intrusive and always satisfying. Let Them Trade isn't just a cute title, it is the game's name. Trading happens as by magic while you sit back and consider where to intervene next. Instead of pushing cards across the virtual background and game board yourself, you set little cardboard subjects in motion with targeted incentives. Cities are built, roads are drawn, production facilities and are established, all with the knowledge that no city can survive alone. Specialization is a must. Trying to produce everything in one place will end up with empty warehouses. Therefore, you should search the map for the right resources, direct the flow of goods across the title landscape, and then enjoy watching the horse-drawn carts keep the ecosystem running. After building the first two cities, a strong hustle and a bustle factors sets in. Like an anthill, the entire screen is soon tempting with the activity. We could spend hours simply watching, occasionally zooming out for the action, patting the cot on the windowsill in the background, and then slowly continuing to build. But for the workshops to actually work, you have to build residential buildings because only where people live, there is production. Farmers, workers, and citizens move you into the villages. But they want more than just a roof over their heads. They have needs, so you ensure that bread, coal, and wood find their way to them where they are consumed, and the residents can lead into contented life. The better the supply, the more people move in. Sound familiar? Yeah, we know it's from the Anno games. And Let Them Trade is a free good cycle works surprisingly well. With each new population level, demand also increases a lot. And while your farmers will initially be content without wood and potatoes, and will even be quite happy with a little fish and wool, things become considerably more complex for workers and citizens. They demand proceeds goods like bread, clothing, or the furniture. And they also have the nobles. While they don't contribute anything to value creation, they have ever higher demands. Jewelry and fine ceramics are at the top of their wish list. High society simply wants to be served without any compensation. Thus, with each level, not only does your economy grow, but so does the art of creating finally balanced equilibrium between production, provision, and satisfaction. So I also should say you have a small city with just the lumberjack and the potato farm, but as soon as you upgrade, you can have a sheep, lumber mill, fishing post, and so on. Seeing those upgrades unravel right in front of your eyes is very satisfying, and throughout enjoyed the entire process. It does take a little bit to get things going, but once you do, you'll spend a lot of time pursuing the city, changing the camera's perspective, and just enjoy the things you build. For me, it was very satisfying and certainly enjoyable to see everything coming to life. They do have an advisor in the campaign mode that they will guide you through this entire experience. And honestly, for me, the advisor was great because otherwise you stuck, not understanding how things work. For me, having an advisor in this game did help me understand the mechanics and save precious time and resources. Of course, it's always up to you to experiment, but I think that having an advisor was a wise choice. In my case, trading was the strong parts of the game. Just like city building, I do enjoy the overall gameplay loop of the building new cities, expanding and taking advantage of the resources. And yes, it's not punishing at all. If you know how to reach and upgrade strategically, you can maintain a successful empire. Then again, if you make the wrong decisions, everything crumbles right in front of you. So, in the conclusion, let them trade quickly becomes a favorite of mine when it comes to the city builders. It's a lot of fun to play, and you can easily try in the sandbox mode or excellent in campaign mode. With that in mind, training is sets it's apart from the city builders along with its minimalistic aesthetics. All of that blend together very beautifully, and it provides a compelling, enjoyable trading experience. As someone that likes city builders, I enjoy Random Trade and its gameplay. It's easy to get into and also has a plenty of deep for strategy games enjoyers. As it might not be the largest and most expensive strategy game out there, but it definitely has a lot of heart, and you feel right at home in this minimalistic yet stunningly designed world. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget, please, to follow me, my channel, my social media links, and if you're looking for something, just check the description. Peace.